This one is going to be a little bit different, but I think it's interesting. I had no idea such a thing even existed. Uh, let's see what you think. Yeah, horse blankets. Let's go see what's going on. Okay, we are at Peggy's Horse Blankets, and another load has come in.
Yet another load.
Dirty horse blankets. It's that time of year.
Yes, that time of year. We have them everywhere.
I don't want to interrupt your work.
Stuffed everywhere.
We can talk. So why?
We are right now just separating. The van has 5 different ranches in it, so we are just separating kind of the bags by ranches.
Yeah.
So
the driver went out to ranches.
5 at a time.
5 today.
5 today. 5 or 6 today? 5 today? I think 5.
And picked up 6.
Yeah.
He said 6, and picked up all of their
dirty blankets. Yep. And then we are just unloading, trying to make heads or tails of what went in the van, trying to keep them all together. That's the trick.
Right. keep them grouped together.
It's organized chaos, yes.
And by when will these people want their blankets back?
By the time winter changes.
Right.
By the time we have to have them out of here by October, when the weather starts getting really back and forth.
Right.
That's when these have to be back. So we do have a few ranches, sport horse ranches, that leave for Wisconsin, Florida. That group is leaving for Wisconsin, so we have to do them first, so they get pushed to the front of the line.
My question is, most of these ranches are within some proximity of Brenham, Texas. Within 2 hours of Brenham, Texas. Well, it doesn't get that cold, and I could see it if it was Montana or whatever. Why do people need horse blankets?
But these are show horse people.
Okay.
So all of these horses are generally clipped. They body clip them. So because in the show circuit, you don't want your horse to sweat. So they've got the horses clipped down. They take the hair off of them.
Yep.
So they have to have blankets on because they physically can't stay warm without their hair.
I see.
This is, who's Captain Graham?
No idea.
Okay.
And I read that the people with the show horses, they don't want that thick coat of fur to grow on the horse.
Well, no, because it makes them too hard. It makes them sweaty, makes them hard to deal with. So it's a lot easier if they're clipped down.
Yeah, I see.
This is Brian's as well. Steinhauser.
There's 2 Steinhauser.
Okay. Sorry.
This is obviously big business. You've got a trailer just about full here.
Steinhauser.
Filling it up.
I think these are...
And we're going to go look at the inside here in a minute.
Go take a tour.
Quite a bit there. And
these are each one international. The first place I went.
And this isn't Peggy.
There is no Peggy.
Yeah.
Just the name of the company.
This is Trinity.
Trinity, right.
Trinity, you bought it from. So Peggy was the original owner, and you just kept the name.
Right, because branding-wise, everybody knows you. Tomorrow, we have a 40-foot container coming in that will house whatever else we got coming in. So, and the 40-foot container will keep for about 3 months while we're moving things around, and everything's just in a rotation. Gets pulled out by the date.
In addition to all that I've seen inside and all of these, you need another 40-foot container.
Yes.
Any idea, just a rough estimate each year, how many blankets you launder?
About 6,000. Give or take.
Oh my goodness.
500 and something ranches, 2 hours vicinity of Brenham.
I think this is Brenham.
And a great many of those require repair as well. Yeah.
Great many of them do. A lot of people will say don't do it, but many of them do, yes. Because horses are not easy on, horses are not made for
I can't imagine
wearing clothes.
Right.
Okay. Glenlock, I'll put down the center.
Did you know there was such a thing as a business of cleaning and mending horse blankets by the thousands? Unbelievable. And so Trinity was telling me you basically get a six month vacation every year.
Basically a
Sort of.
6-month vacation, sort of.
And you work.
You still have to be able
work
to
your ass off for 6 months.
6
a year.
months off, yes. So during the 6 months you do work, you have to stuff all your money in your mattress.
Yeah.
So you have money for the winter to live.
I feel bad not helping unload.
Don't
this
worry
stuff.
about it. We're used to it. And we can't really, it's hard to help people unload because she's telling me
Right. You
which
gotta
ranch
keep it
it is.
organized.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this, Trinity?
This is I've been doing this since 2015, so 10 years.
Yeah.
I moved to Texas. A friend of mine owned this business, and I told him I need a job. He said, I got just a place for you.
I don't know who this. It says Top Line on there.
Oh, Top Line. This is Christian Rogie. He said, I got just the place for you. He brought me here, and I've been here ever since. And then 3 years ago, I bought it.
So he trained you, and you did this, and then you were able to buy it. That's pretty
Yes,
cool.
sir.
So now you're an entrepreneur.
I'm an entrepreneur. Now I'm a crazy person. Messing with horse blankets all the time.
Well, I bet when you were wherever you were, you didn't ever dream when you moved to Texas you'd be doing horse blankets.
No, I did not. This is Christian Rogie as well. It's by location. So we today were out in Tomball and Cypress. So it's how we did it. Steinhausers can go right here.
So
And
the
then I'm
clean
gonna bring
blankets
in
get
the
shrink wrapped
rainbow ones.
or wrapped in saran wrap. Is this a clean one?
Yeah, this
Ready to
And
go
then
back?
I'm gonna go figure out who
So that's what,
Starburst
once they're
is.
clean, you package them up and get them ready for return.
By the front of the table.
I see.
Actually, see, go right down this aisle right here. Can you fit there? And we're gonna put them right. I didn't mean to use the bags.
right here.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to do these first. I'm gonna pull that on the other side over there.
Clean, ready to go back. Dirty, needing to be washed.
I'm just gonna.
Clean, ready to go back.
There
Look
you
at all
go.
the-
There
more
you go. Ooh, they
clean.
smell.
It's more dirty. It's more dirty over there. And she's doing some finishing.
You're not taking the van home tonight, are you?
No.
Okay,
Ready
good.
to go back out here
'Cause
with
my truck's
Trinity.
in the shop.
She's still got a microphone on.
Huh?
They're still.
How was the?
Some of them are a priority to
running
get
today?
done. They've got to come in. They can't go in the trailer.
No noise.
They're rush jobs, I guess.
No.
Busy place. And Trinity is telling me this is not quite the peak. That this will get worse. That it will be almost to the ceiling, all over the place, and there will just be walking trails through here.
We call them habit trails.
Happy trails?
No, habit trails like the.
Oh, habit trails.
Like, you know, the hamsters go through the little.
Yeah.
The habit trails.
That little rabbit trail through the
Because you.
briar patch.
a goat trail, because you
Yeah.
have to walk through the paths.
Wow,
So,
awesome.
yeah.
What did you do in your previous life before you were a horse blanket expert?
In my previous life, I actually worked in the garment industry.
Oh.
I was.
So you're still in the garment industry.
Kind of. I'm instead of pushing clothes, I'm pushing horse blankets. But yes, kind of still in the garment industry.
Awesome.
So,
Very
but this
good.
is us. Did you see the washer and the dryer?
Let's go have a look. You explain to us about that. They're pretty heavy duty.
So the washer right now is doing what we call waterproofing, and it's sending blankets through with a waterproofing coating that goes through the washer. And then those get hung up to dry.
Yeah.
And then everything that's in this bucket is regular wash. We wash it, dry it, and then it comes out onto these tables. This table is a table that's already ready to roll, doesn't need repairs. This table is the repair table.
I see.
And everything's coded by color. So the yellows and greens go on that table, the reds and the blues go on this table,
I see.
and that way we know where they go.
And,
So
you're a seamstress, so to speak.
I am not a seamstress. I can
You don't. You don't.
I can sew together blankets.
Darn blankets. That's what I meant. Are you the only one here that can?
No,
can do
I
that?
have another girl who comes and works with me on a part-time basis, and she and I both do all the sewing. Last year I had to do most of it myself, but this year
Awesome.
she'll be here to help. So
There's
Oh yeah, my sewing machines.
industrial sewing machine. What is that? Juki. Looks pretty heavy duty.
Jukis. These come from Los Angeles, actually from the garment industry where I worked. So it was interesting when I got here. I'm like, I know these machines because they are what the garment industry uses for 90%.
Probably a little heavier duty thread than we have in our clothing, right?
Heavier duty thread, yes. It's actually a nylon thread or polyester thread that's waxed, so it holds up to dirt and urine and things like that.
Right, repels moisture.
Right.
With being waxed.
Right.
Very good. So what do we have here?
So this is actually our wrapping station. This is where we wrap the blankets so they can be stored for the summertime. This is actually a meat wrapping.
That big old roll.
A meat wrapping contraption to wrap meat. And it's actually got a heat sealer to it, which we don't use because, well, we don't want the heat. But we wrap the blankets individually so they can be stored for all summertime. As you see, they're all stacked everywhere.
Yep, very good. Well, there's the process: washed, dried, mended, or darned, whatever you choose. Repaired as needed. Yep. And then wrapped
and stored for the winter.
Ready to go back.
Or for the summertime until they're ready for the winter. Yep.
Very good. And it strikes me that since you have this, I'm sure that's very expensive and that piece of equipment is what you need to do things this size. But if that breaks this time of year, that's a problem, huh?
Well, we just have very good repair people who come, and I can call them and they're out here within a day.
Oh, it's happened.
Oh, it's
happened. You like panic, and man, I hope
it usually happens at the beginning of the season, and truly I need to get another one of these, but
I see you use all just like house.
Oh no, that's not actually. So the soap we use is hospital grade soap. We use that to dispense it because it comes in big buckets.
Oh, I see.
But it's
I got you.
The hospitals buy it for their linen.
Yeah.
We use it to be able to break down the nastiness. So
you got one washer and two big dryers. Big dryers.
Yep.
And this washer, this time of year, it probably runs all day long. As soon as that one's done, another one goes in.
Pretty soon I have a crew that comes in the evening. They start working from like 4 to 10, and they'll come in and run the washer. So it'll run at 12 hours during the day.
People are here till 10 o'clock at night doing this.
Well, we have to because our period is very short. We have 6 months to get 6,000 blankets done. That's 1,000 blankets a month.
Incredible.
So it's a lot.
I had no idea.
Our biggest part of this is just the, we call it organized chaos. Because it just has to be so organized because, again, you just saw we have bags that we don't know where they come from.
You got to keep things rolling or you're going to have some real unhappy customers.
Well, that too.
And horses that are out there freezing to death, and we can't have that.
Right, when it starts to get to the point where they need to see in the morning when they need to blanket their horses and we're not ready. So as soon as the weather starts to change, this shop needs to be pretty clear.
Yeah. So when I first approached you, Trinity, it was maybe about January or so,
something like February.
February.
Yeah.
This was empty. It was like an abandoned office building. I mean, the equipment was here, but there were no blankets.
No.
One or two.
There was a few. Yeah. There were a few.
But and she was trying to hold me off till it was at the peak and the stuff was stacked up. But
and they're still not at peak.
I kept being a pest. So.
We're still not really at peak. Our peak is really between the middle of May, we get the fullest because the weather now has changed. We're not having any of those wishy-washy days. It is hot.
Everybody's saying, come get them.
And they want them out of their barn because they cause rodent issues. If they hang on the barns or sit on the floor, then the mice will make beds out of them. So now the barn owners are like, get these blankets out of here.
Your business is time sensitive. You got to keep things rolling.
Time sensitive. Yes, very time sensitive.
Well, maybe in May we'll stop back for just a check-in and see. Make a little short.
Because then we'll have a container here, and you'll be able to check out the container as well. The container will be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, very good. Well, I think it's fascinating what you do, Trinity. I do, and it's a great service to the horse owners and the ranches and stuff. It's cool.
It's a needed. Well, especially for this area because it's so horse populated.
Yeah.
It's a really good business. And there are a few other people who do it in this area, but not to the magnitude we do. We've been around for a long time. This business, Peggy's Horse Blankets, has been around for 25 years. So it just kept rolling and kept going, and we've just kept the name of it.
Okay, so are you willing to take on new customers if there's a ranch out there or something?
Oh, we have new customers all the time.
All the information will be in the description of this video, and you can see the background of how efficient and well this operation is run. So if you need your horse blankets clean, this is the lady to come see right here.
You can find us on our website, peggyshorseBlankets.com.
Okay.
We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're
everywhere.
All over the place. Yeah.
Awesome.
Got to get it out there.
Well, I really appreciate it, Trinity.
Sorry, I'm filthy dirty.
You've been a wonderful hostess. And I know you're awfully busy, so it was gracious of you to take the time to do this with me.
Well, we'd like to have everybody see what we do, because it's interesting, and I like people to know how we do this. So
Me too.
it's a good business.
All right. Hey, will you post my video on your YouTube page?
Absolutely.
If you like it, if I do a good job editing and everything.
Well, of course I will.
Okay, there you go. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. I appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.